Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I was shopping on Ulta's website the other day and I noticed that drugstore products are getting so expensive. A lot of brands are charging like $15 to $20 for products that used to be a lot less expensive. And I will say that the quality at the drugstore has improved quite a bit over the past few years. So increased prices make a little bit of sense, but I do feel like a lot of the prices are kind of approaching high-end price points. So it got me thinking I wanted to do a video on my most affordable drugstore favorites, products that actually work really well that don't cost a lot of money. So in today's video, I actually have 20 different products that are $5 and under. So if you are on a budget or you just don't want to spend a lot of money on makeup, these are actually really good products that you can get for just a few dollars. Now in today's video, I am featuring a lot of the same brands because it is hard to find really affordable products. So some of my favorite brands like Essence and e.l.f. and LA Girl and Profusion consistently do affordable products, but this video is not sponsored. Sometimes if I feature a lot of the same brand, I'll get comments asking me if the video is sponsored. You'll always know if I do a sponsored video because I state it verbally and I list it right in the top of the description box, so you never have to guess. I know people do sponsorships differently, but I always disclose it right away. I never try to sneak it in or hide it, just so you guys know if you're new to my channel. I chose all of the products for this video because these are things I actually use, and you'll probably be able to tell when I do close-up shots because they look used. I reach for them all the time. I'm wearing a lot of them on my face today. Let's start with a few complexion products. So I picked up the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer on a whim. I didn't actually think that I was going to love this as much as I do because I do tend to prefer more of a medium to full coverage concealer. I love the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. That's one of my favorites, and this is kind of like the complete opposite. This is a really lightweight natural concealer, and I don't have a lot of formulas like this in my collection, but this is perfect on days where I feel like I just need something to kind of brighten up my under eyes, make me look a little bit more awake, but I don't want anything too full coverage. It also pairs really nicely with more of a full coverage foundation because I feel like layering a full coverage concealer on top of a full coverage foundation can be a lot, and sometimes you just want, again, something really light. So this has been perfect. The coverage is not too intense at all, and if you do tend to go for more of a natural, bright look, then I think you'll enjoy this. If you have really oily skin or you're looking for a good touch-up powder throughout the day, I do recommend the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I've had this in my collection for years. I've repurchased it probably like 5 or 6 times at this point because I've actually used this up over and over. It's something that I love to use to kind of blot away excess shine. I will also use it to lock my foundation into place during the summertime because it is a pretty matte powder. If you have dry skin, you might want to skip over this one because it's really going to mattify your skin, but it's just a very smooth formula. It looks great on the skin and it's only a few dollars. Moving on to cheek products, I really like these blushes from Essence. They're just called the Blush. They retail for $3 and they have a couple of shades. I only have 2, so I'll swatch the ones that I do have. I'm wearing the shade Bespoke on my cheeks today, and this is just like a natural kind of peachy tone on my skin tone. I like this one because it has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it looks really healthy on the skin. These are very, very blendable. You can build them up to some extent, and I like that they just kind of glide over the skin. Sometimes powder products look really matte or they will enhance texture, but these look really healthy and smooth on the skin overall. So I love this texture. I think Essence always does a good job with their blushes. They've had a few different formulas over the years, but this is probably my favorite. I also like these blush and highlighter duos from e.l.f. These are their bite-sized cheek palettes. Now I know when these came out, everyone was really excited about them because I think they initially released the bite-sized eyeshadow palettes, and I think a lot of people like those, but I know less people like these. So this might come down to personal preference. These are a little bit more matte on the skin. If you like a really glowy, dewy look and more of a luminous finish, whether it is a powder or a cream, you're probably going to want to skip over these. But if you're looking for more of a long-wearing powder, blush, and highlighter formula, I think you'll like them. I'll swatch the 2 shades that I love. I actually have a blush duo and a bronzer duo to share with you. I like these because they have quite a few duos, so depending on what shades you like to wear, you can probably find something that works well for you. They're just small and compact. I wouldn't say it's like my absolute favorite blush or highlighter formula, but I do like how they look on the skin, and it's nice to buy one of these if I want like a very specific shade in my collection because I can pull it out and wear it, I'm good to go, and I didn't have to spend a ton of money on a blush. So for example, this pomegranate shade, I don't wear a lot of like super intense pink blush, but when I do want to wear it, it's nice to have this $3 option because it does perform well, it looks good on the skin. So I did want to mention these as well. Okay, let's talk about eye products. I have a ton of eye product recommendations, including mascaras, eyeliners, eyeshadow. I actually didn't even include all of them in today's video because there are so many good options. I really think this is the category where you could spend a little bit less and still get great quality. If you're looking for an eyeshadow primer, I do recommend the Profusion No Budge Primer. This is a very lightweight, silky smooth primer, so it's not necessarily going to enhance your eyeshadow, but it does leave your skin really smooth and prepped for eyeshadow application. So if you deal with a lot of texture on your lids or you have oily eyelids, I think you'll like this one. It's really affordable. I use this one interchangeably with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which is significantly more expensive. I think it's like 6 times the price of this one, so I love this one. LA Girl as a brand actually offers a lot of really great affordable products. I have been raving about the Pastel Dream Eyeliners because I can't believe how much I like these. I just think that they are so beautiful and creamy and smooth, and they have a bunch of pretty colors. Now, I think LA Girl actually has regular eyeliners as well, which I need to try next because I do tend to wear a lot of neutral eyeliner, but if you're looking for a fun pop of color, try these. I just have a blue one and a purple one, but I know they have a green, a white, I think there's an orange and a pink, and these look great on the waterline. They glide on easily and they stay in place really well. One of my go-to brands for mascara is definitely Essence. They have a ton of mascaras to choose from. If you actually go into an Ulta store, they just have like an entire row of mascaras. So chances are they have a formula and a brush that works well for you. My go-to for years has been the Essence Lash Princess Fall Slash Effect Mascara. I just have this little limited edition Disney Princess one because they did like a cute Disney Princess line, but it performs the exact same as the regular one. I am wearing this on my lashes today. I have very, very short lashes naturally, so I like this one because it really stretches my lashes, makes them look a little bit more long and dramatic. Now this one does stay in place for me. I know some people say that it smudges on them. They do have a waterproof version, which is really good too, so I recommend trying that one out, but I think the majority of their mascaras are under $5, maybe like $5 or $6, but they're really affordable. Along with that mascara, I am wearing the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. I swear by this product. It works so well. If you have very, very sparse lashes like I do, this product makes a difference because it preps your lashes for mascara. So you take the wand and you apply it to your lashes. It actually coats every single lash individually. And when you apply this, you'll be so surprised by how many lashes you actually have. It even grabs onto those like small lashes in the front and on the end. And then when you go in with mascara, your mascara gets a boost because this makes your lashes look and feel a little bit more thick and voluminous. So your mascara has more to work with. So this really does make a difference. I've tried lash primers from high-end brands and they do the exact same thing. This one is $5. So for me, if I'm going to reach for a mascara and also a lash primer, I don't want to spend like $24 on a lash primer because then my mascara routine is very expensive. So I recommend trying this one. So I love eyeshadow. It is my favorite makeup product. I could sit down and do my eyeshadow every single day. And there are a lot of high-end brands that I like. I also like ColourPop, but there are some great affordable options. So these are like my tried and true recommendations. I would reach for these without any issue, and I do reach for them over my high-end palettes quite a bit. So I'm excited to share them with you guys. I recently tried out the Profusion Classics eyeshadow palette. I did have a really large Profusion palette in my collection. I think it was the Mirage palette, which I really enjoyed, but I do tend to prefer something a little bit smaller overall. I don't usually reach for really large palettes because I get overwhelmed and I have a hard time storing them. So I did pick up a few of their 10-pan palettes. I also have a green one and then an all matte one. I haven't tried the green one yet. I'm really excited to use that, but I have been using this Classics palette quite a bit. I do have this on my eyes today along with a few other products I'll talk about in a second, but I have like this red toned brown in the crease, and then I also have this shade all over the lid, again with a few other products that I'll talk about, but these are very soft, very, very blendable. Now this is not the most intensely pigmented palette that I have in my collection, so if that's what you prefer, you might want to skip over these palettes. The metallic shadows are pretty rich and intense, but a lot of the matte shadows are a little bit softer. You have to build them up, but I know some people prefer that type of formula. If you have a hard time blending out really intensely pigmented shadows, you might actually like this because it starts off very soft and you can build it up to be a little bit more intense. I would say overall, I like the metallic shadows a little bit better than the mattes. The mattes are nice because they are soft, but I do have the all matte palette and I felt like I wanted something a little bit more intense, just personally. So I do like the metallics. I will say the packaging isn't the greatest. I ordered a few of these. I've only had this for maybe a few weeks. It looks so scratched up. So, I mean, if packaging really matters to you, that's something important to note. But as far as the actual quality, I've been enjoying this one a lot. I did use it for today's look along with another product. I'm also wearing the e.l.f. Bite-Sized Eyeshadow Palette in Cream and Sugar. This is one of my favorites. So I have the dark brown in the outer corner and then this gold shadow all over the lid as well. And I've loved these ever since e.l.f. released them last year. They were kind of high on my ranking when I ranked my 2020 eyeshadow palettes. I don't remember exactly where they landed, but I think it was within my top 5. And these are great. They're $3 each, and I enjoy them so much. Now, the matte shadows are a little bit powdery, so I do recommend doing your eyes first, but they're nice because you can blend them out. They do have pretty good pigmentation, which is really nice if you're reaching for one of the more colorful ones like this green one. The metallic shadows are so good. I know some of you guys aren't going to believe me, but they remind me a lot of the Natasha Denona metallic shadows. They just look very smooth and even on the eyes. I typically apply them with my finger and they just glide over the eye in such a beautiful way. So I don't know what e.l.f. did to this metallic formula, but I think it is one of the best metallic eyeshadow formulas out there, not just for under $5, just in general. I mean, you can see this gold eyeshadow on my lid. It looks so pretty and I'm just impressed by these. So if you've been holding out and you haven't tried these yet, I recommend picking them up. I'll do some close-ups of a few of my favorites. The only one that didn't work for me was Rose Water, but I have heard people say they like that one. It's just a little bit more subtle. For me, I felt like I couldn't get enough pigmentation out of it, but if you like something a little bit softer, it might be for you. These are just 3 of my favorites. Along the same lines, if you like really soft, beautiful metallic shadows that just look really intense on the eyes, you will love the Essence Melted Chrome shadows. I've talked about these a lot on my channel. I don't buy a lot of single eyeshadows, but these are perfect because these are good one and done shadows, or they're good if you want to complete your eye look. If the shadows you're reaching for are not bright enough and you feel like you just need an extra pop, I love these. I keep meaning to pick up the other shades because I think the quality is so good. Now, if you do like liquid shadows, then you have to try the e.l.f. Liquid Metallics or Liquid Glitters. They have 2 different finishes, and I think that these, again, are great one and done eyeshadows. They just blend out really easily, but they dry down and they stay in place all day long. I know a lot of high-end brands make liquid shadows, but these are actually better in my opinion, and they're so much more affordable. And I like these because you can purchase different colors. Like sometimes liquid shadows retail for over $20, and unless it's something you're going to wear every day, it can be kind of hard to justify spending so much on one eyeshadow. But with these, they're really affordable. So you can get a really fun one like this green one that you might not wear every single day and just wear on occasion and be okay with it because you're not spending as much money. So in the past, I actually didn't really like eyeshadow sticks. I felt like they were very dry. I couldn't get them to work for me, but the e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks are really nice. These 3 in particular are from the Mint Melt collection, but they have other ones that aren't part of the Mint Melt collection. I just think that these are great. These are nice because you can use them a few different ways. So you can use them on their own all over the lid, just blended out. And again, they're good one and done eyeshadows. You can use them as a base underneath other eyeshadow to enhance it and really lock that shadow into place. Or you can use them on the waterline or the lower lash line just to kind of smudge them out and add a fun pop of color or just like a nice neutral touch. So these do come in handy quite a bit. As far as brows, I have 2 recommendations to share with you guys. The Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara is going to be for you if you want something to lock your brows into place. Now, this does have fibers in it. It doesn't have quite as many as the next product I'm going to mention, so it does add a little bit of texture to your brows without being too much. But this is more of a wet gel that dries down and locks your brow into place all day long. So I do enjoy this one, but I think I like this one a little bit more. This one is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Again, this one has fibers in it. It has more fibers than the Essence one, so if you have really sparse brows and you comb this through, it's really going to make them look more full and voluminous overall. Now, this one doesn't lock your brows into place like the Essence Brow Gel. I would say it gives you more of like a flexible, textured feel, so it's a little bit more natural, and I just enjoy this one for everyday wear. If I'm in a hurry and I don't have time to apply any makeup, I'll still take this product and run it through my brows because my brows are so sparse. It doesn't look like I I really have any brows. I have like very light, sparse brows. So this makes a big difference for just framing my face, even when I don't have the time to apply any other makeup. Okay, let's finish up with lip products. There are so many lip products that I could recommend for under $5, which is amazing. I really don't think you have to spend a lot of money to get high quality lip products. The lipstick that I'm wearing today is the Essence. This is nude lipstick. I have the shade Legendary. This is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. It is so lightweight and so smooth on the lips. It's a really gorgeous soft matte finish, but it's not drying at all. And I just think that this feels like a high-end lip product. Like if you put this in high-end packaging, I would be convinced that it was like a $24 lip product, but it's only a few dollars. So this is one of my favorite lines. It does have a very strong scent. It's like a sweet, almost like chemical scent. I can't smell it once it's on the lips, but I do notice it as I'm applying, so I just want to point that out. But if you're looking for like a pretty cooler toned, kind of like pinky nude, I think you'll like this shade in particular, but there are a lot of really fun ones to choose from. On top of that, I am wearing the Essence Juicy Bomb lipstick in the shade Acai. Now I have been talking for a lot, so it has worn off a little bit, but you still see a little bit of a sheen. I have been loving these Juicy Bomb lip glosses. They are $1.99 each. So again, it just goes to show you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a good gloss formula. And I love lip gloss. I have so many high-end favorites as well, but I've been finding myself reaching for these a lot. They're great on their own, and they also look great on top of lipstick as well. They're just very shiny, really lightweight. They look natural. They all smell like different fruits. And again, they're really affordable. They just add a hint of color, nothing too intense, but I love them for everyday wear and just when I want to throw something on that's very comfortable and really light and glossy. Another everyday product I've been loving is the Profusion Juicy Lip Tint. This one is just like a tinted lip oil. It feels really hydrating on the lips. This is what I've been wearing the majority of the time because it obviously has more like long-term benefits. It's going to make your lips feel and look really soft and smooth, and I just think it looks so glossy and nice, but it also feels great on the lips. I know there are so many expensive lip oils out there. This one is under $5. It's a great option. There are a lot of e.l.f. products for under $5, but I just wanted to mention two of my favorites. If you're looking for an affordable lipstick formula, the Seriously Satin lipsticks are really good. They're kind of like satin, almost matte finishes. They're like basically matte with a very slight satin sheen. They're really comfortable on the lips, and they have a bunch of pretty colors to choose from. Typically, I'll wear the shade Cream as a highlight shade just to lighten up any deeper lipstick I'm wearing, but I also like Nectar. I remember buying these randomly. I don't know if I ordered them from the website or picked them up at Target, but I'm glad that I did because, again, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get great lipsticks. These are so comfortable, really smooth, light on the lips, and I think you'll enjoy them if you're looking for just an easy everyday lipstick to wear. They're not transfer proof, but they do last pretty well for more of a cream finish. My favorite clear gloss is the e.l.f. Lip Lacquer. They do have other colors to choose from, which I've been meaning to try, but if you just want a clear gloss, don't buy a high-end lip gloss. This one feels like a high-end lip gloss, but it's $3. It looks great on top of any lipstick or on its own. And then I do love the Mint Melt Plumping Glosses from e.l.f. as well. These are so, so good. If you do like that tingly, minty feel, these are great, but they also look really smooth on the lips as well. They're not sticky at all. They're just so glossy and pretty, and I love these three shades in particular. Okay, that's everything I wanted to share with you guys in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful if you were looking for some really affordable options that actually perform well. I would love to know which products you guys love, so let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye.